Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Travel Around Suzy. How are you all doing? I know it was pouring buckets earlier. I see we got lots of people that are here joining me early. I love seeing that. Sorry, I'm still trying to adjust the camera situation. Hello, Linda, Nancy, Dennis, Troy. Thank you all for being here early. I love it. I get excited when I pop up and then there's messages. I love it. So, how is everybody's week starting? Mine's been off to a rocky road. Over the weekend, my parents' AC went out. My parents' AC went, well, not the AC went out, the motherboard of the furnace went out, which the furnace, the motherboard or the circuit board of the furnace would tell the furnace fan to spin and then cool off the condensers, and Lower Michigan Adventures, Jamie boy, welcome. Cranky baby is sleeping now. Awesome. So, anyways, so we played Havoc all weekend and tried to get a house cooled down. So it has been really crazy this weekend, and then Monday and Tuesday has been crazy dealing with that. But the good thing is now that we do have the AC, I learned a few things about the furnace and the AC. There's still one more issue with the furnace, which I'm debating on if I'm gonna tackle or not. I don't know. So we'll see about that. I thought I was gonna have to put the motherboard in. It was a little bit more complicated than I wanted to go, but if I had to, I would. Yeah, it's been a very interesting weekend. William, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Yeah, Dennis, I am so glad that you jumped off the bridge and did a live. I was there. I wasn't chatting as much as I wanted to, but I was driving to a restaurant to pick up food to bring to my parents, and it was pouring. I was driving and hitting puddles, more like massive puddles in the street. I was hydroplaning a couple times. It was kind of fun. But yeah, so it was a good live. I wish I would have seen you catch some big bass, but it looked real weedy and real shallow, which with this storm they're out a little deeper normally. But I do love fishing. I don't get to do it as much, but me and my dad used to go fishing a lot because he used to live on a lake. So we would go fishing a lot. Hi, Tess. Tess is back. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome sauce. And my chats. There we go. 105 in Jersey. That's hot, William. Yeah, it's been in the mid 90s the last 3 days. So trying to keep my parents' house cool was extremely hard. Even we had, her daughters had gotten them portable AC units that you stick the big tube out the window, like for an apartment. And we had 2 of them going, plus this Arctic cool fan that you put like ice into it and it blows out cold air or cooler air. So yeah, it was a little sketchy there for a little bit, but we figured it out. Yep, Dennis will be he'll be climbing them numbers pretty soon. Let's see, 360 now and rising. Dennis, I'm a little lost at what 360 now and raising means. I might have missed a comment. Oh my goodness. Hang on here. Let me read this chat there. We're planning on going fishing early Saturday morning, so hopefully you can join us. Hot enough to cook liver and onions on the asphalt. Isn't that the truth? I mean, actually, it's probably hot enough to do that on the grass. Troy, did you get a bunch of rain over there at your house? I know over here it poured when I was going to get my parents dinner. I mean, like, we had streams on the road of water. So, oh, 360 subscribers. Thank you, Nancy. I'm a little slow, okay? It takes me a minute to catch up. Yeah, for 3 days now. 3 days in a row. So, anyways, so, yeah, there's a lot going on with, like I said, my parents. There's one more thing with the, furnace is still an issue, but it doesn't stop the furnace from working. So I don't know if it will get, if I will do it or if I'm gonna attempt to do it, but we'll see. I'm gonna YouTube it, but I kind of have an idea of how to do it already, but can't be that complicated. And then, so anyways, so that's going on. I've been working really hard on a bunch of videos. So I've got videos scheduled out now. I've got a bunch of trivia ready for us. Again, I've been tossing around some different live stream ideas. And Brittany, welcome. Hey, are you still are you still in Michigan, or are you back in Indy now? The emojis are working. I should, yep, and the texts are working. Good. Oh, William. Thanks, William. I appreciate that. Ah, She Devil Adventures. Let me remember. Let me think of the name. Tommy? Maybe I don't have the right name. Oh my goodness. Tommy, yes. Okay. Woo! Thank you, Nancy. I was thinking it was Tommy, but I was not quite for sure. Um, so, yes. Gosh, I am so surprised I remembered that. I've been really working hard on remembering names. And we've got a bunch of tests for my dad coming up. And so we've got a lot of things going on with my dad. So just keep him in your thoughts, your prayers, and everything. It has been crazy busy. Oh, Tess, that is... Yes. You know what? When I was down there this morning working or checking out my mom and dad's furnace, because I was thinking about repairing it myself. And so I was trying to get the serial number and matching, and I called this place to get, see if they had the motherboard or the circuit board. I don't know the technical names. I'm not really good at that. But anyways, I happen to keep hearing this buzzing, and I'm allergic to bees. So I have to be very careful, but I kept hearing this like buzzing, and I'm like, there's no windows that open in my parents' basement. So I was like, no, I'm hearing things like, no. And I look over, and there's this bumblebee in my parents' basement. And I'm like, it's trying to get out. And I was like, wow, I don't know how it got there, but it got there. So I figured out how to safely capture it. I don't think they actually sting. I don't think bumblebees sting. I don't know. But anyways, I was going to rescue that because I know they're great pollinators. So I rescued it. I took it outside. And, but I now have to go figure out where it got in at. That's kind of strange. And how it get all the way down in the basement. So, yeah, that's kind of how my weekend went. It's been crazy, crazy stuff going on. We've had open houses and furnaces parts going out, and it's been hot. They do sting. Okay, I mean, I guess every bee can sting. I don't know why I didn't think that, but I don't think they're ones that normally will sting, I guess is what they're less aggressive than the mud dabbers and the hornets and the wasp and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of my take on it, but anyways, what the heck? Oh, fishing. Yeah, and I don't have a fishing license, so I will not be able to go fishing until I go get one, Because last time I knew, it was like a $200 or $150 fine. Freaking ridiculous. But, anyways, who is ready for trivia? You know what? Did anybody notice if Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla was going live? I went to go check that out, and I totally zonked out on it. So let me see real quick if I can find... Let me look really quickly at... Oh my goodness. Why is this thing... Nope. Oh. Alright. Where are you? I'm gonna check really quickly, but I don't think... I didn't see anything this morning, but that doesn't mean anything. I will, William. I am going to, that's tomorrow's agenda, is to check that out and go take my dad to Orbeez. Alright. So, as far as I know, notifications, nothing about Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla going live. So, it's just when I know that they're going to go live, I try to be very mindful of watching the time. But if nobody is going live, then I just get fully involved in YouTube, in trivia. I don't know. Something like that. I get caught up in all these different conversations and stuff like that. For sure, it might be a carpenter bee. Yeah, I've been around them a lot. But this one was a lot fatter. So I'm thinking this one was actually a bumblebee. But it very possibly could have been too. Nancy. Okay. True or false? In United Arab Emirates, public display of affection can result in fines or arrested. We got true, we got true, we got true, we got true. Brittany, did you answer me? Are you back in... Alright, no, I don't... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know where you're at. Okay, gotcha. Well, tell everyone I said hello. We got false. Yep, I know. I looked back in the text. I kind of get screwed up. This just starts scrolling and I miss it. All right. And the answer is true. All right. True or false, in Japan, blowing your nose in public is seen as impolite. What did I do? I lost my drink. We got true. We got true. Done! I seen you earlier. Well, I didn't see you. I seen your channel name earlier. We got true. We got true. We got true. We got true. Sneezing also? I don't think you can control sneezing. I mean, you can control blowing your nose, but you can't control sneezing. At least I can't. Let's see. And the answer is true. Tommy, do you have an issue with your shoulder? All right. All right. Let's see. Hang on. True or false, in Iceland, wild camping used to be legal everywhere but has been restricted due to tourists. It's still a little stiff, but I'm making progress. Thanks for asking, Nancy. We got true. 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 Hi, Ray. Welcome. Did you get your grass cut? I think that's what you said earlier. True. True. And the answer is true. Hang on a second. We're going to move this camera. Studio's moving again, guys. Bear with me. Maybe. There we go. Oop. There we go. That's better. Hi, Tina. Well, I didn't do it. My neighbor did it for me. Well, you've got a good neighbor, Ray. Holy smokes. Hang on, my camera's about to slide out of its holder, so let me fix it before we go tumbling down. All right, better. Yeah, when I was on Dennis's live, I was driving, so I didn't pay too much attention to the text, but I did catch a little when I got to the restaurant and got drenched. All right. All right. Let's go to more trivia here. Oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, here, we'll go down here to get some of these. I'm trying to change up the topics so that way we're not all doing the same topics every year, or I mean every week, or every live stream, or something like that. I don't know. Cut. All right. True or false, the giant dinosaur statue at Dinosaur Park are in Montana. Do food. We always end up with food. We got true. All right, done. Have a good night. True. True. True, I don't know. And the answer is false. The famous ones are in Rapid City, South Dakota. South Dakota. All right, William. This one's up your alley. Maybe. I don't know. You tell me. Closed. True or false? Lucy the Elephant is a 6-story building shaped like an elephant in New Jersey. Because, William, you're in New Jersey, right? We got true, false. Tess, how's your week going? Did you get a lot of the rain? Because I know you're close by me. Did you get the downpour? False, true, Atlantic City? True. There's Atlantic City in New Jersey. Immediately my brain went to Georgia. Atlantic City, Georgia. Atlantic? Yeah, Atlantic City. Yeah, I did. I put all my plants out so they could get a bath. That's a good call. Yeah, it downpoured. I was over in Portage, and they're just streets were puddled all the way across the whole street. And I'm just hitting them, and they're spraying up everywhere. Oh, I was re-watering the grass again. We got false. And the answer is true. Glad to get my yard mowed. That will give me time to fix my mower. Oh, your mower's still down? I think you said you thought it was a fuel pump. Did you figure that out? Never heard of Atlantic City, Georgia? Oh, Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. William, here's one about sort of food. True or false? In Spain, people throw tomatoes at each other during the Tomaten Festival. Ooh, no spark. We got true, 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 true. I get to have, or I don't get to have, well, yeah, I get to have my grandson this Thursday. So that's going to be interesting. True. He keeps asking Amy when we're going camping. That little man loves to go camping. Take the side off to get to all the wires. Yep. Look for a short. Make sure your wires are all good. Oh, Brody, no. Ouch. I just cracked my knuckle, or my... Ooh. Oh well. My nail just cracked. That hurts. Alright, I think just about everybody answered. And the answer is true. You know, it's funny, before I started doing this kind of trivia, I never seen any live streams doing trivia. And now I see a lot of live streams doing this kind of trivia or similar trivia. So that's cool. True or false? The cheese rolling festival in England involves rolling cheese down a hill and chasing it. Well, the fuse could be bad, but it doesn't turn over really good. True, 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 true. Tess, I really like your profile picture. It is so, I don't know, I love sunsets and sunrises. And the answer is true. It's crazy to watch. Oh, you've watched it, Nancy? I'd never heard of it. Now I'm gonna have to go look it up. After they made grilled cheese and onion. I was waiting for the liver and onions from William. All right. William, what is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten? True or false? True or false? The Night of the Radishes festival in Mexico celebrates by eating as many radishes as possible. They show it on YouTube. People getting hurt. Oh, rolling down the hill and it seems ill-advised? False. They tumble hard. Snails? Oh, I couldn't do that. Nope. Nope. William? Yep. You're a better person than me, Ray. William. We have false, false. False, false. I'm with you. Maybe I shouldn't have asked a question, Tina. I didn't want to know. All right. I'm gonna have to go look up some of these festivals. I have never heard of some of these festivals. False. It is about carving radishes into art. That'd be really cool. But dang, radishes are kind of small. All right. True or false? There is a festival in Finland where people compete to carrying their wives through an obstacle course. Holy crap. First of all, somebody carrying me, I'd be afraid. No thank you. Not happening. True, 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 true. Dang. True, I'm guessing. All right. So we've got a fair amount of females and a fair amount of men in here. How many women would be happy to let their spouse pick them up and carry them through an obstacle course? And then how many of you men would want to try that? Like, I don't know. Not me. That's not my thing. Tess, I totally understand that. True. Brittany, I think you would have Troy take and carry you through an obstacle course. I could see you and Troy doing that. You would, Tess? And the answer is, it would be funny. True. Wives carrying world championships. I'm too old. That's what I was kind of thinking. If I got dropped, I don't bounce anymore. Things would be broken. That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, dang. Be like, nope. Well, Tess, I'm so glad that you showed up. Even if it's for a little bit, I'm happy with just seeing you and having you here. So, have a good night. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Awesome. We'll look forward to it, Tess. My nail broke, and it's driving me nuts. All right. We'll do... I wouldn't let my husband carry me through the obstacle course, but Finns are wild. Oh my goodness. Get out of there. True or false, the Monkey Buffet Festival in Thailand is held to feed the monkeys lavish feast. We got true. We got false. By the way, I did go to the junkyard on Saturday before everything fell apart. And I found the window latch. So I got my window fixed. I installed it Saturday night out of frustration. False. True. I actually picked up 2 window latches in case this one broke. So that was really good. And then I found a swivel seat for my front of my van. So another project on the to-do list. Flooring, swivel seats, you know. New screens. I got the material for the new screens. Oh, Brody, that's gross. No. Gross, 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 Brody. It's as bad as a snail thing. And some monkeys are cute. You don't eat them. No see, no hear, no do. And the answer is true. So there's a monkey festival. You know what? I made a short over the, I did a trivia question about, over in Switzerland, about there was a law that you could not own just one guinea pig. And so that short came out a long time ago. And somebody made a comment on that. I don't remember if they said they used to live in or they do live in Switzerland. But they said that that law was there to protect animals, because they felt like if you just have one, then they don't have a companion. So you need to have at least 2 or more guinea pigs. And that's the same way with a lot of animals. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was pretty glad that somebody made the comment on there. Because, I mean, that does make sense. Like horses. Horses need a companion. Like, you really should not just have one horse. And I think that's the same way with lots of animals. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button, everyone. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, there we go. So, uh-oh, what happened? Oh, let's try this. Mid-thought interrupted something else. True or false? Air Guitar World Championships is held annually in Sweden. I didn't even think air guitars were a thing anymore. Like, I thought that was like a fad back in like the late 70s, early 80s. I don't know. We got false. All right. Maybe nobody else is going to answer. The answer is false. It's held in Finland. Interesting. Alright, let's change it up to... maybe this one. True or false? Route 66 originally ran from Chicago to Los Angeles. I've been on Route 66. We got true, 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 and the answer is true. Hang on a second. Let me see. All right. Let's try. I saw an original Route 66 video, so different and awesome. Huh. I'm assuming it was on YouTube. Dennis is back. True or false, Route 66 is still an official designated U.S. highway from start to finish. Oh, you had to go cut the grass. We got true, 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 false, I took advantage of it not being so hot. I'm surprised it wasn't soaking wet and clogged up your lawnmower. I mean, if you got as much rain as we did. Whew. False, true. Yeah, because during your live, man, it was coming down like buckets here. I ran probably a car length, and my glasses, my clothes, I was soaked. All right, so the answer is false. It was decommissioned in 1985. Gotcha. All right, we'll do one more Route 66. And then we'll change it up again. True or false, Route 66 is nicknamed the Mother Road. Yeah, my I don't really oh, come on. So this is actually like a refrigerator thermometer, so I don't know really how accurate it is, but for like the last, I don't know, well, since Saturday, this has been reading off, like the highest it goes is 80. I don't know if I can get it in camera shot. Ah, I am horrible at this. Going the wrong way. But anyways, it only goes up to 80, but lately, like most of the time, it's like down here in the lettering, like way off the charts. But I don't know how accurate it is. But yeah. Alright, so got to get going. Much love, bowling time. William, have an amazing game. We got false, false, true, false. And so, Ray, I do know about how hot it is. It's crazy hot in the van. I've tried to experiment with some different ways to stay cool in this van, to give other people ideas for low energy consumptions, but so far they're not worth mentioning, so I haven't made a video on it yet. But anyways, true or false, Route 66 is nicknamed the Mother Road. And the answer is true. All right. We will change up. We'll change it up again. True or false? There is a museum dedicated to completely bad art in Massachusetts. Sign me up. Wow. Yeah, we normally like in July or August, mainly like the first week, second week of August, we get temps right around the 90s to 100. True, true, true. We got true, and it's true. It's called the Museum of Bad Arts, MOBA. MOBA. Hmm. All right, let me get rid of this. Hit this. That's a creative name. I know, right? Hey, it's original. True or false? The Hair Museum in Turkey displays hair samples from over 16,000 women. Oh my goodness. Like, is it like the different colors of strands? Is it like whether it's curly or straight? Like, I don't know what? That's a weird museum. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm going to see if I get my window air put back in the window. First, I want to take it to the shop and blow out the compressor. It must really get my window air put back in the window. Oh, you have a window unit? Gotcha. True. Nobody's gonna try to guess? Oh, Nancy said true. I'm gonna see my window air put back in the window. So you must be talking about a window AC unit. Shop blow it out with a compressor. That must consume a lot of electricity, because I think they, just to start up, don't they pull out like 1,000 to 1,500 watts? You must need to have shore power then, unless you've got a big solar system. Maybe. And the answer is false. That's creepy. True. It is in Avanos? Avanos? I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, where? It's a very small one. It's for my house. Oh, gotcha. My bad, Ray. I was thinking for your van. I've seen people take their back window out and insert a actual house window unit. True or false? The Spam Museum located in Hawaii, where spam is most popular. I have never heard of a spam museum. Who here likes spam? I feel like William would like spam. Oh no. To me, it is so salty, I cannot do it. We got true, we got false, we got true, we got true. I like it, but not on a regular basis. Yeah, man, that, yeah, for me, that is, it's so salty. I've heard of people doing that before. Nancy, I'm with you. I'm not, it's just way too salty. Way too salty for me. I've tried it once and that's it. Bill! Potted meat? I don't think I've ever heard of potted meat. What is potted meat? We had it a lot growing up. Never bought it. You know, yeah, I did not have it. Phil, how did your weekend go? How are you doing? Are you staying cool in these temperatures? Because I think you got lots of heat over where you're at, too. Yes, I agree. Spam is like, oh, I mean, that is worse than salted French fries. Holy crap. Never ate it growing up. My mother never bought it for me. Yep, Brittany, I never bought it for you. Potted meat is questionable canned meat. Now, Linda, when I was a kid, and I was just telling somebody this, I don't remember who it was, but I, my birth mother, my womb donor mother, not the one that my dad is married to now, she is a saint, but my biological mother, she would do the food bank things, and we used to get this tin can, and it had a shape of a pig on it, so I'm assuming it was pork, or it was supposed to be pork, and I would cut that open, warm it up in barbecue sauce, and make me pulled pork sandwiches. I'm not for sure it was pork, but it was probably pretty questionable, but I'm wondering if that's the same thing. Because that's what we had. It came in a big silver can with a pig on it. That's all that it was. I think it did say pork on it, but I don't know. No, Brittany, you were deprived. Your mother never bought Spam. Got a bail, but wanted to say hi. Well, thanks, Phil, for saying hi and jumping on for a minute. I do worry about you guys when you guys don't show up after a while. I like salt, but Spam is like licking Boonville salt flats. I was thinking about the ocean water. Like, you just might as well go down and drink the ocean water if you're gonna eat Spam. Actually, the ocean salt might be better for you. I don't know, but ugh, yeah. Beef and noodles made with that kind of meat, Susie. Fairy does! Brene, how are you? Spam, howdy, I'm saying false. Oh. Alright, so the question was, true or false, the Spam Museum is located in Hawaii, where Spam is most popular. And the answer is false. It's in Minnesota. Huh. Hawaiians actually traditionally cook with it? Wait a minute. They cook with Spam or they cook with salt water? Just bought Korean barbecue Spam for my fried rice. Barbecued Spam? I didn't know it came in flavors. I thought it was just that blue can and only one kind. I don't know. New to me. Barbecue, that'd be sweet and salty. Or spicy and salty. No, I don't think I could do it. All right. And Brene, how is your weekend or your week starting out? Yes, they cook with Spam. Probably a war thing when the GIs came over. Gotcha. Original turkey, too, which is probably ground beaks into it. Oh, Phil. True or false? Kansas Barbed Wire Museum features over 2,000 varieties of barbed wire. I lived on a farm. I only knew of a couple barbed wires. One with razors and one with pokies, and it was electric. And you don't touch any of them, and you don't pee on them. 2,000? What? True. True. False. 1,999 is wrong. Methyl-lake? Razors are considered... Oh! I completed an antibiotic eye drop. The procedure last week. Dealing with floaters still. How are you doing? Oh my goodness! So was the procedure to get rid of the floaters, or you're having floaters because of the procedure? We got maybe. Well, I hope it gets better as time goes on. Oh, good. Good. Okay. Good. I hope so too. Well, keep you in your... Oh, whoops. That was Nancy responding. I'm a little confused. My bad. I thought Brene was answering my question and it was Nancy instead of Brene. She was responding back to Brene. So, oh my goodness. And the answer is true. I almost think I heard thunder again. I wonder if we're supposed to get more storms tonight. I thought it was supposed to rain throughout the night. The procedure was to remove what I thought was cataracts, but it's something else. I'm not sure where the modern named it. Okay. Huh. APT audience participant trivia. Pamela Anderson starred in a movie Barbed Wire. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone, Phil. All right. Uh-oh, telephone call. I agree. I knew you meant hugs. True or false? There is a museum of toilets in India. There's one for you, Phil. False, true. I figured you would like that one, Phil. We've got true, so we got 2 trues and 1 false. All right, nobody's gonna take a guess at it, so. Yes, in front of the hole in the ground. It. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So. True. I'm not even gonna. Salupa? I don't know how to pronounce it. International Museum of Toilets. Oh. Oh my gosh. You guys crack me up. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, Troy's probably not here anymore, but this one's up Troy's alley. And Ray, you might learn something from this one. Maybe how to fix yours. I don't know. True or false? British Lawnmower Museum is located in London. Our old ways were terrible, Brene. Yeah, the leaves really don't work well. I didn't like that idea. We got true, we got false, we got false. False. We got true. Film. Hmm. All right. Oop. All right. I think everyone is answered. And it's false. It's in Southport, England. So there's a. Oh, Phil. Phil. You always got a joke. Oh. Here's another one. True or false? True or false, a cup noodle museum in Japan allows visitors to create their own noodle cup. I just seen, so I don't know how many of y'all have, I mean, I know a couple of you guys have shared that you have kids and grandkids. But do you guys remember the Build-A-Bear thing that they used to do? Or maybe they still do it. I don't know. But there used to be this thing where you go and you could build your... True. I just seen a video where you, instead of build a bear, you can build a car. I mean, it's just a little car, but it's still. Oh, Phil. And anyways, and then the other thing, yeah, build a car. So you take your kid to this place, and I don't remember where it's at, but you pick out the body of the car you want, what color, and then you can go buy wheels for it, and you can go buy like stickers, like racing stickers, or lights for it. I don't know. It was a really cool little thing. Of course, I thought about little man in that one, but, or just myself. But I got a big one. But it's just a little model car. It's not a big car. You know, and the other thing about this one, the Cup of Noodle Museum, like, there are now things or restaurants popping up called ramen noodles restaurants. I don't know, back in the day, if you were poor, you were eating ramen noodles. They were like 10 cents a bag. That was with the can of pork that I got from the food bank. Oh gosh. Anyways. But now they make money out of it. So, hey. I guess. Alright. And the answer is true. There's a museum where you can go build your own noodles. Make your own noodle bowl. Can we drop the noodle talk? With the cup included. Yeah, I know. I remember them days. Oh my gosh. And my kids had ramen noodles growing up. Because there was a few times as a single mom, we had to make do, but at least yeah. It was no spam, it was ramen noodles. Oh. What about only for catfish? Oh my goodness. True or false, there's a museum in Wisconsin dedicated to mustard. Like, mustard is that big of a deal? I don't like plain mustard anyways, but... Oh! Brittany says she would like to try it. Yes. Yes, that's my crazy daughter, Brittany. She would try it. For sure. We got faults. We've got true. True likely. I'd imagine there's probably a museum for everything. It was the worst I ever had. 16 bucks, ate about a fourth of the noodles and a fourth of the kung pao shrimp and trashed it. You know, there's a place called... It's somewhere down here in Kalamazoo or Portage. I don't know. I think it's called the Noodle Company. And I went in there one time and I ordered like a garlic butter noodle something. I don't know what it was. I don't remember. It was ingredients that I normally like in other foods. And it was like the driest, most, I tell you what, I had, I want to say probably maybe not even half of it. And I couldn't, it was so dry and so gross. I ended up, nope, I was done. And I never been back in that restaurant again. And I normally can find something that I like. Fresh egg yolk, some milk, cream of fresh pepper, chopped parsley, and made it like a fast Alfredo. You know, that would be good. And I used to take, one of the things that I used to take and do when my kids were younger is I would get these chicken patties that were breaded, and I would you know, put them in the toaster oven, and I would chop them up, and I would put them on top of either ramen noodles or even mac and cheese. I would put that in mac and cheese too. I'm spoiled. There's a great Hong Kong buffet. I like buffets, but I can't eat enough to justify the price. And plus, I overeat and I walk out being in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Because I eat way too much. We got True. Alright. So back to the mustard. The answer is true. The National Mustard Museum. Again, I don't feel that mustard's that important, but it must have been to somebody. Uh-oh. Hang on. Here we go. True or false, the Museum of Ice Cream originated in Canada? Oh. We got true, we got false, we got false. Let's see if Phil is gonna school us. I don't know, Linda says. We got false. All right. False. It started in New York City. I knocked over my drink. But I had the lid on it. It didn't spill. So, it started in New York. New York. Dairy Queen couldn't have kids because... Okay, this must be where the, speaking of this, okay, true or false? There's a museum in Italy dedicated to entirely to pasta shapes. Remember we were talking about some trivia question about pasta shaped in an ear shaped? I have been looking. I have not found it yet. So it must be in a higher end market than I shop in. Nancy, I think Brittany's beating you to these emojis. True. 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 Oh. Yes, that one. I couldn't remember the name of it. But I have been looking for it, and I have not found it yet. When I find it, I'll make a post about it. I think I have to go to probably a fancier market or something. I don't know. I've never seen it, so I've been wanting to see it. Oh. Alright, so back to whoops. What did you do? There. True or false, there's a museum in Italy dedicated entirely to pasta shapes. I think everybody answered that wanted to answer that. So, the answer to that is true. The Museos della Pasta in Rome. So, it probably will tell you how it became and all that kind of fun stuff. And all the different shapes. It's crazy. Alright, let's see. True or false, the British Pencil Museum showcased the world's largest pencil. This is the last one in the museums. We're gonna go on to something else. We're gonna switch it up. Cooler outside than in my house. I bet. Phil. False. False. True. True. And the answer is true. In Keswick? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but alright. Let's change it up. Oh, wrong way. Hang on. Oh, let's see. Roadside attractions, we did a little bit of that already. Let's do... We'll do this one. I may get some rain here. I hope it does. Well, the next 3 days, it's supposed to be raining here and all south of me, so true or false, in macro, accepting a second helping of food is considered rude. Oh, Troy's back. Troy, you missed it. There was a lawnmower museum. Oh my gosh. It's always a riot with you guys. I love it. I love it. You guys make my live stream so amazing. I'm so glad that you guys are a part of this. And I'm glad you guys keep showing up every live stream. You know, when you first start doing live streams, you never know the kind of group you're gonna get. But and I have to tell you, you know, I've had some comments on my channel before I started doing live streams. So I was a little about that. And then especially like having that robot situation happen. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. Like way horrible. That I think has got to be the worst live stream, probably. And then the alien head one. I mean, you guys were troopers on both of them, but for me, them were my two probably worst live streams. And then the other one where I sounded like a mechanic, or I mean a machine. That one was horrible too, but that's technical issues. But some of the comments that I get on my channels are like, pump the brakes here. But you guys are so supportive, and you guys are awesome. You guys make my live streams, and I'm so glad that I do live streams and you guys show up, because it really does. What was the about the robots? Oh, right. I think that's before you joined the live streams. It was before I was doing, no, I think it was like my first or my second live stream on Thursday. And I only had Troy as a moderator. And we had, I don't know, one guy show up and was talking about it was his birthday, and then there was like all of a sudden there was all these inappropriate conversations and comments, and like poor Troy was so overwhelmed. He was trying to delete. I know Nancy and Brittany were trying to delete even though they weren't moderators at that time. And yeah, it just went crazy. And there were I'm assuming that it was one person that knew how to code, like, I don't know, there had to be, I don't know, Nancy, you were here that night. What, it had to been like 20 channels supposedly, or 20 bots that showed up that day. Oh, they went havoc on my channel. Yeah, Brittany was here too that day. She was getting pissed too. So after that, I reached out to William, Nancy, Linda, and Brittany, and I was like, Well, thank you, Linda, for being here. I greatly appreciate it, and it's great to have you here. But yeah, so I reached out to all of them, and I was like, I need moderators. Poor Troy was like losing it because there were so many. It was crazy. I have never experienced anything like that, but I don't ever want to experience anything else like that ever again. That was terrible. And I don't suspect that it will happen again because lots of people have talked about it's happened on their channel once and then it's done. So, alright, hang on guys. We're gonna put my curtain up here because it's getting too dark. And then I'm gonna turn the lights on. Lights. Oh, and then we gotta fix the camera. Because then it will blind you all. There we go. We'll have to move. Hang on. Adjust camera. I have this really funny setup for my live stream right now. So, until I figure out a better way to do this, maybe. There we go. Nope. Okay. Maybe? Until I figure out a better way to do this, I'm just rolling with it. It's cheap, and I don't know. I gotta figure out how to organize my van better to do all the tech stuff now that I never thought I'd be doing. I never thought I would be going live streaming, because when I first started making videos, you guys could go back to my original videos, but a lot of them I would cut out. Like, I would sit there and be like, and try to think of the words. And so I did not want to try live streaming because I thought I was just gonna sit here like, I was so afraid of live streaming. Because I couldn't think of words fast enough. And I'm not a camera person. And so when I would record videos, I would take multiples and then I would use this software to delete all the ums and all the dead air and try to make it to where I made some kind of sense. And then now I'm recording, and most of my videos I don't have to take the ums out because there's only like maybe 2 in it, and okay, that's tolerable. But definitely my first, probably first 50 to 60 videos, I was taking out like 75 to 100 ums. It was so bad. It was so bad. But it's a lot better now, so I don't have to worry about it as much. So yeah, now that I'm talking about it, I realize I'm doing it a lot right now. But anyways, it's always about pushing through, right? All right. So back to the answer to true or false, accepting a second helping of food is considered rude. The answer is false. Is a compliment to the host. I would have to agree. I would think anytime you get a second helping of food, it's always a compliment to anybody. But then again, there are some cultures that are just different. Alright. We haven't done these in a while. We'll see if you guys like these. I was doing these a lot, but then I stopped doing them. Well, maybe, maybe not, depending on the situation. True or false, in Colorado, the motto is Colorful Colorado. Uh-oh. I crossed my legs and my foot is asleep now. Oh, I hate that sensation. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Uh-oh. Wobbly, wobbly. We got faults, we got faults, we got faults. I could feel like that would be Michigan though, because our leaves change color like crazy. But then so do a lot of other states too, so I guess other states could do that too. Alright, and the answer is false. It is nil shun numing, nothing without providence. I don't know. My camera picks up my breathing and amplifies it. You have a very sensitive camera. Or microphone on your camera. Can't you in the editing bring that down? True or false, Nevada's slogan is what happens here stays here. Flurry. How are you? I am 90% stationary, but I do travel and have traveled, and plan to travel again. But right now I am taking care of my parents, so I live in my van full time, but I go into their house and help them out and drive them around when they need to go places. So, but welcome to Travel Around Suzy, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays we do trivia, but I do have lots of travel content on my channel. You're more than welcome to check it all out. If you don't mind me asking, are you from the States, and what state or what country are you watching from? And please join in the trivia. It's lots of fun. We got faults. We got faults. Faults, that's Vegas. Thank you, Flurry. Do you have a YouTube channel? And the answer is false. That's a Las Vegas tourist slogan, not a state slogan. You're in Wisconsin. Oh, I've been through Wisconsin several times. Actually, I took my parents to the Wisconsin Dells last summer in my van. They rented hotels, and I stayed in my van. And my van I actually bought as it was just a van with a wheelchair lift in it. I took the wheelchair lift out, and everything is DIY in my van. So it's a very DIY on a budget van. Nothing in here is factory built other than the high top. I'm assuming I do. That means you have a YouTube channel. So, can one of my mods find his channel and post it here, please? Well, I'll put your channel on my list to check out. I can, like, on the live streams, it's hard. Yeah. You know, Ray, another thing, maybe you can, is it a phone that you do the live streams, or do you have like a camera, or do you have a mic that you hook to it? Because if you have a mic, you could do a, I think they're called a dead cat, but it's like a furry thing, and you can put it over them, and that sometimes will muffle that. Let me see if, nope, I don't have my microphones up there. I thought I had my microphones up there. Thank you, Brittany. Well, your channel is posted there. I'll definitely go check it out. But yeah, I'm not a gamer, but some people in. Yes, Brittany, thank you. Some people here may be in a gaming. I don't know 100%. So, and then I do have people watch my my live streams on the replay. So, and I don't know who they are. So that may be somebody new to go check your channel out. And about me being handy, yeah, I am, but nothing is perfectly built. I also too, yeah, I struggle with a lot of it and redo a lot of it. So, it is what it is. And then, let's see. So even though you're a gaming channel, we've got different channels in here too. So you're more than welcome to stay and hang out and join in the trivia. What kind of camper van are you looking to get? All right. And then I get sidetracked. Oh, you know what, Ray? Hang on a second. I bet you I know where I've got my microphones. I don't think I put them on charge, which is really bad. This little thing. I think they're called dead cats. But they just hook on to whatever microphone. They get Pacific ones. But I've also too seen like a DIY, like if you're just redoing it off your phone, you can put like a sock, like an old sock over it. I've seen that work too. So if that mic phone, no mic. So yeah, you might want to check out just putting like a sock over it, just something to buffer like the wind noise, but it may also to help with the breathing. I noticed one of my videos, it hasn't come out yet, but there's one video where I was going uphill and I could feel it going uphill, and I was out of breath a little bit, and it picked up my breath too. So but that may be another option. Or you know, like them other another DIY one I've seen is where they take you know, the microphones, like the ones that the reporters use that are big and rounded, they take that and put it over their microphone, and it helps that too. Colorado is Spanish for red, just saying. Well, I didn't know that, Bernae. Thanks for the info. All right, now back to, oh yeah, I answered that. That was false. That was Las Vegas. All right, so now we'll go on to the next trivia question. And I have trivia around all kinds of stuff. We just ask that you keep it Mainly family friendly. Phil. Phil likes to instigate stuff every now and then. I do have earbuds. Someday I'll try them out. Oh, that might work. I don't know though. All right. Let's go with we just jump around to so many different ones. I've actually been out on a bike riding all day trying to avoid the rain and the bugs. So I'll head to bed, but I'm glad your YouTube recommended me your channel and the vibes are great. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Well, I'm over in Michigan, so I'm pretty much your neighbor. So have a good night and please come back. We are on Thursday night at 8 p.m. and Tuesdays at 7 we start. So thanks for joining us and please come back. We appreciate it. More the merrier here. All right. What is the longest type of cell in your body? Dennis is back. White blood. Skin. Oh, I should have asked him if he was on a pedal bike or a motorcycle. Wonder if he rides motorcycle or a pedal bike. Well, Flurry, if you're still here, were you riding a motorcycle or a bicycle? We got skin. All right, well, I think that's all that's going to answer. So it's nerve cell or neuron. Brittany, are you stumped on the emojis? you know, white blood cell, that made a lot of sense for me. All right. Let's see here. We have gotten rid of a lot of pages of questions today, guys. Man, we are killing it. All right, let's see what... Okay, this one should be really easy. Maybe. I don't know. True or false, the state of Arkansas borders the Gulf of Mexico. We got true, we got false. Did we lose everybody, or just people don't want to answer because they don't know? We got false. All right. Looks like there's a big dark cloud flying, just going to fly right by me. No rain from it. Oh, Ray. Aw. I think we pretty much get a, I think we get rain at least one day a week here. It is insane. At least. We got false. Uh-oh. I don't know what that button does. And the answer is... You're fine, Brene. That is totally fine. If you just want to listen, that is fine. I don't know who is here or not, and I don't want to throw out the answer. I want to try to give everybody time to answer. So, if you just want to listen, hey, I'm okay with that. But the answer is false. It is not. It's Louisiana and Texas. Dennis, you were a truck driver, right? So you've been to every state in Michigan, or every state in Michigan. You've been to every state here in the States, right? Other than probably Alaska and Hawaii. I've been to Alaska before, but never Hawaii. Oh, wow. All right, cartoon time. Which cartoon featured the prince who transformed into warrior by saying, "By the power of Grayskull"? I don't remember this one. Nancy's like, He-Man. Oh, postal truck. So you worked for the government? I'm assuming you would have, I don't know. Maybe you don't have to work for the government to deliver the mail trucks. I don't know. He-Man. Ray's like, I don't know. Joe says, He-Man? And the answer is He-Man, the master of the universe. Oh, okay. No, they were brand new. You don't have to work for them. Okay. All right. We will go to this one. This is another one that I don't remember, so... Which show featured a girl who could transform with the help of a computer named Sindri? Sindri? Nancy's like, I don't have a clue. Me neither, Nancy. This one was not one I knew. And I'm thinking most people don't know this. So I'll give it a couple more minutes. And yeah, Brittany, I can't imagine you not knowing this. Because if I don't know it, I'm sure I didn't have it on TV for you to watch. Oh, Dennis says he doesn't know either. Oh boy. Like I said, I don't remember this one at all. And the answer is Gem and the hologram? I don't know. Alright, let's see. We'll do one more and then we'll get off this one. Joe knew it after you gave the answer. Sure, Joe. I'm just kidding. True or false, the Brady Kids cartoon was based off a live action family TV family? You know, Dennis, that reminds me of like an Atari game. Like the, what was it, Spacinators or Space Savers or Space something space. Remember they, like, you were down at the bottom and you were shooting up at the top and they were rows, and then when you hit them they come down and try to land on you. I think it was Space Invaders, but that's Atari. That's old. We got true, we got true, we got true, we got true. We got false. Is that what it was? Invaders? Yeah, I remember playing it at the arcade games, and then we had it in Atari. But whenever me and my dad would go to the arcade games or arcade rooms, that was our game. We'd go there and we'd play that. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. That's so old, Nancy. And Frogger. Frogger was another one I really liked. Frogger. And the answer is true. So, the Brady Kids cartoon was based off a live action TV family. Don't know. And then there was another, maybe that, was that Dig? There was another video game. I just remember you, like, had to jump over ponds and you had to grab the swinging rope, and then you had to climb down ladders, go underneath, climb back up ladders, and there were like alligators. I don't know. All right, Dennis, well, have a good night. No one here knew what you were talking about. About the last question or about the Space Invaders? All right. We'll do a hang on. Let's do... We'll do this one, the last question. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know it either. But, you know, everybody has different likes, so I try to make a wide variety of questions so that way somebody will know one or none, whatever. True or false, no one has ever set the Guinness World Record in space. False. False. True. You meant false. Okay. I guess I'll let you change your answer, Brittany. I'm just kidding. Alright. Oh. Let's see if it does this. Okay. Ray says false. False. Astronauts have set several records, Guinness World Records. All right. Well, we'll go to a car one. We'll see about some car stuff. We got some smart cookies in here anyway, so we'll see. True or false, the tachometer measures the speed of the vehicle. We got false, false. We got false. Alright, I think... Oh. Brittany, are you on a phone? I believe she is, Nancy. And the answer is false. It measures your engine RPM. Brittany, that is a phone. Oh, iPhone. My bad. I didn't see the I. My dyslexic brain skips words. All right, let's see here. Get rid of that. Okay. So any of these topics, not just tonight, but some of the other ones in the past, are there any ones that you guys would like to do more of that I'm not retouching? If there is a topic that, or maybe a topic that I haven't touched on, leave it in the comments or throw it up here in the chat. Let me know, and I'm open to all of them. The only ones I won't touch is politics, because that is, yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that one at all. It is, yeah, that's not for YouTube, and it's just not a topic I want to talk about. That's so depressing and so overwhelming for me that I'm here for happy stuff. So if there's a topic that I haven't touched on, or one that I have in the past and I haven't touched on to it lately, let me know that, because I will gladly look up more questions on that kind of stuff. Because it ain't just about me. I mean, some of these, like the movie ones, I had no clue. And some of these cartoons, I didn't know. I'm just trying to get variety for everybody, and I try to get a good mix. Yeah, so let me know if there's a topic that I haven't touched on, or I haven't touched on in a while, and you want it to come back, or you want more of, or one I haven't touched on. All right, we'll pick on Indiana, since we know somebody is from Indiana. Well, not really from Indiana, but lives in Indiana. True or false? The world's largest ball of paint is found in Indiana. How do guitars have anything to do with Indiana, Brittany? Or the largest ball? We've got true. We've got true. Ball of paint. I was answering your question about airplane country music or questions should ask more of. Oh, gotcha. Music. Yeah, I can do more on music. I've done some on music. On country music? I can put a couple in there. No, I can put country music in there. And airplanes. I did a couple of airplanes. I can do more airplanes. Yeah, it's a weird question, isn't it, Nancy? And the answer is true. I don't know why it popped up twice. That's weird. Huh. Technology for you, I tell you. All right. We'll do a couple more, and then I'm game over, as Nancy likes to do. Let's see. Brittany, that would be a Google question, not a mom question. Because you're the one in Indiana, not me. Ask Joe. All right, let's see. Why is this doing this twice? All right, hang on a second. We got to check something. I think I know why it's doing it. Hang on. We got to fix. We got true. Is it showing up double on your guys' side too? True or false? In Italy, there's a Battle of the Oranges festival where people pellet throw oranges at each other. We got true. We got true. Twice as nice. True, ouch. And yes, double. Okay. I might have just fixed it, so we'll see. Yes, it was showing twice. Okay. Yeah, I think I might have. There. Nope. It still did it. Interesting. But it's true. Why would you want to throw oranges at each other? There's no, I would not want. I would not want to throw oranges at anybody, and I wouldn't want anybody to throw oranges at me. Holy smokes. Okay, here's one. Who likes omelets here? True or false? The giant omelet festival in Louisiana serves a 5,000 egg omelet. Ugh. True. 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 I like omelets too. I like stuffing my omelets with a lot of like mushrooms and bell peppers and spices and seasonings. Um, you know, like I love to, you know, like do some bacon, crumble that in there, do some ham, crumble that in there, do some bell peppers, and do some mushrooms. Oh my goodness, yes. You know what? The other day, I don't know. Let me see if I still have a picture. Hang on. Let me see if I still have a picture. All right, Ray. Good night. So the other day, and this don't look as appetizing. Oh, I know. Hang on. We'll do it this way. Maybe there, and then there. This was at Bob Evans, and it's fried chicken with honey on biscuits, and then mashed potatoes with a peppery gravy. And I was like, I don't know about honey on your fried chicken. I know that's probably a southern thing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it. But I wasn't for sure that I would like it. But it was really good because their gravy was like a real peppery gravy. So it was like peppery but sweet. It was like that sweet salty thing. I don't know. It was really good. But I was kind of surprised that I tried it because honey on fried chicken just didn't sound right. But it was. And I dang near ate the whole thing. I was so stuffed. But, alright. Back to the omelet thing. In Louisiana, the answer is true. True, 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 true. Here in Battle Creek, they used to do the longest breakfast table for Kellogg's, because, you know, Kellogg's is here in Battle Creek. So they would do, I want to say it was Raisin Bran. I don't know. Brittany, you remember, we went there a couple times, once or twice. I don't know. But they would give you a bowl of cereal, and there'd be like all this, like this table was all lined up for you to sit down and eat. And it was like a cereal festival. Like the longest breakfast table in Battle Creek. I don't know if they still do it or not. I stopped paying attention. But my dad used to love to go to that every year. I think that was the year that Troy was wearing them pink sunglasses. Like, I feel like that was, they were Breeze and he was wearing them. they were big and pink sunglasses. But I could be wrong. And I'm not talking about Troy, my moderator. I'm talking about Brittany's husband, Troy. Could y'all just see Troy wearing pink sunglasses? No. That would be funny. Anyways. Alright. Alright, guys. Well, I think I am gonna call it a night. Yes, they still do the cereal festival in Battle Creek. Okay, yeah, I figured they did, but I think the last time we went there, it wasn't like the normal way they did it, so it wasn't as fun. But yeah, it used to be a cool thing in Battle Creek. So, anyways, good night, everybody. Be safe. Have a good rest of your week. And hopefully I will see you on Thursday at 8 p.m. Pink, nope. Oh, you see it on Facebook event. I see. Yep. Alright, guys. Well, have a good night, and I will see you definitely, most likely, on Thursday at 8 p.m. You guys, thank you again for giving me the thumbs up and subscribing and being here and making me laugh. I love it. I love you guys. See ya Thursday.